books. Let's go. Oops. Chapter 0. Heading to the school trip. That noise is really irritating. It would be wrong to say it was swaying from side to side. It was actually shaking rather intensely. The room I was in, it was shaking from side to side. The shaking was quite irregular. Just when you thought it was a series of small shakes, it would suddenly shake violently.
Oh, good nom-nom-nomming, Val! Good timing, I just started.
We recapped everything, so... And every time that happened, I'd have to steady myself with my foot. I couldn't stand up very well, but for me, it was comforting. I never thought not knowing what to expect could be so fun, so I was feeling rather excited. But I figured I'd get bored. Okay, but I figured I'd get bored of that feeling soon enough. That's what I was expecting. For me, a person who is loved by talent, detecting regularities among irregularities won't be that difficult. Ah, how boring. Oh my god. Do you like ships? On the other side of the dark room, I heard a voice. It was clearly directed at me. You looked like you were having fun, so that's what I assumed. You do like ships, right? Ships? Ah, that's right. That's it. So this is a ship.
Ah, I called him.
I'm really feeling it!
Stop it, Shulks.
You just realized that now? Is it really that funny? Hey, if you want, care to talk a little? The silence is starting to bore me. Instantly, I saw his true character. The overfamiliar attitude, the friendly smile. That's a friendly smile? Okay. But under that thin skin, I could detect a foul, offensive odor, like some kind of putrid slime. Okay, I'm only gonna say this once. We are on the finale right now. A lot of serious stuff is going to happen, so if you make any inappropriate jokes, they're probably not going to be taken very well right now. We're in a serious part of the game. We're about to finish the game. There's a lot of things going on. So, the things that you're saying are not going to be taken as a joke right now because it's a very kind of serious atmosphere or serious moments right now. So again, this is the finale of the game, so people are going to be taking it seriously and wanting to know what happened. Not saying jokes aren't permitted, just understand why jokes might not be taken as funny at this time. Anyways, I'm going to try not to interrupt my reading too much. But under that thin skin, I could detect a foul, offensive odor, like some kind of putrid slime. In a sensible way, of course. How should I put this? It was a smell exclusive to those who were already finished. Also, people have been waiting for this finale for like a month, but then I got sick, so I couldn't voice act any of it. So, it's actually in the title, if you read the title. It says SDR2 finale. So, it doesn't need to be said because I put it in the title, but in any case, this is the finale, ta-da! It's a month overdue. It's okay, don't worry about it. You didn't know, you missed the title, it's alright. Nice to meet you. I'm Nagito Komaeda. Anyway, lucky me. It's been a while since anyone was willing to talk to me, so to share a room with a person like that... Yep, I'm definitely lucky. Lucky? Ah, so that's your talent then. What a boring talent. A boring talent, huh? Well, that's exactly what it is.
Oh, Kay told me hers said it, so I figured it was showing, but maybe not. I don't know. Maybe you came in before I changed the title? It's okay.
But for someone I'm meeting for the first time to say that so suddenly, that's because I have luck as well. Huh? Even I possess a talent as boring as luck. Possess, huh? I'm starting to get really interested. Who are you? You're obviously from Hopespeak Academy too, right? So you're one of us? Oh, but that's weird. This is the first time I've ever seen you. Hey, can you tell me why you're here? How did you end up here? How boring. Sorry. I'm often told I'm terrible at making conversation.
Yeah, his face is really creepy. I don't know why they said friendly smile. There's nothing about friendly on that face right now. He's really, really shady. And he's only gonna get creepier.
Not you. This world. Huh? This world is full of boring people. People who lack talent stick together and oppress those who do possess talent. Even though they know they're insignificant, they don't try to acknowledge their true superiors. That flippin' boat rocking noise. Ugh.
Every time I play this game, that noise just... Stop it!
They're profoundly desperate to drag them down to their level. And because of these bastards, this world has come to a deadlock. This world has stopped evolving. How boring. Well, the world is shaped by the will of the majority. It makes sense that it bends to those who lack talent. That's why we're in our present situation. Ah, perhaps. Does that have anything to do with the reason you're here? Boring people make no contributions to the world, not even a speck of dust. That's why my teachers taught me that a certain degree of selection must be performed. Looks like they had high expectations for you, huh? That's completely different from me.
Hey, Austin. It's a long scene, yep. Woohoo.
But what are you planning to do? Now that you've ended up like this, there's nothing you can do, right? Listen well, using people is a talent too. It is now my turn to use that person, just as they used me in the past. That person? Are you talking about ultimate despair? But how? I mean, they're already... I have it with me. The contribution that person left to me. Even now, it rests in my pocket. I don't know what resk is. I don't know what you're talking about.
Me neither, Komaida. Apparently, I really don't know.
I'm definitely lucky. I can't believe I'm speaking with someone as amazing as you.
Of course I said hi. Sometimes I miss when people come in, but I always try to say hi.
Then, will I be able to see her again?
This picture gives me nightmares.
Will I be able to see the person I hate with every fiber of my being again? And this time, will I be able to kill her this time? The person I hate so much? Hate? Then, explain your hand. This? The end of that bandage is a woman's hand, right? Isn't it amazing? I can't move it, of course. I mean, it's not my hand after all. But even now, it still hasn't rotted. Hey, maybe that means it's becoming one with me. Isn't it amazing? I have successfully become one with ultimate despair, my sworn enemy. I see. So you sound... I read that really badly. I see. I'm like a bad dub right now. I see. So you salvage the body. You really are a boring person. I don't want you to misunderstand. I just see her as my enemy, you know? Because she's my sworn enemy. Because I hate her so much. That's why I took her power. And for that, Wait, huh? Do I hate her? Huh. That's strange. Huh?
This is one of my favorite parts, just because he says huh so many times.
Ah, look out the window. We're finally here. You're starting to see it too, right? That's Jabberwock Island, isn't it? Isn't it exciting? I wonder what's going to happen on that island once we get there. What's going to happen? I can already predict what'll happen. Huh?
No, you've said huh enough for one lifetime, Komaida. I think you're good.
I already know because I'm loved by talent. But no matter what happens, it's of no concern to me. I'll not be able to participate in what lies ahead. Huh? Really? I don't really understand, but I guess we have to part ways for a while. That's disappointing. We seem to get along pretty well. Hey, can I see you again? There's no reason we'll ever meet again. After all, you're boring. Your talent, your thoughts, your entire existence is boring to me. You really don't play along, do you?
Goodbye, creaky ship noise! Woo! So that was weird. Thanks, Chapter 0. Those of you that haven't beaten the game are probably like, huh, 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 huh.
Huh?
See?
What is this?
Oh, does this look familiar at all?
It's a door. There's a door. Huh? A door? Why is a door here? Where am I? How did I get here?
I'm like, oh, times 1,000. I knew it.
Where am I supposed to go?
Oh.
Huh? Isn't this a classroom? But even so, it's a very strange classroom. Why am I in a place like this? I went inside the ancient ruin with everyone else. And I arrived at a place that looked like a trial ground, but then why? It's not connecting. I don't know why I'm here. It's like there's no connection between how I left the trial ground and how I ended up here. It's just like before. When we were all gathered in that classroom just before we arrived at Jabberwock Island. But where is this place? Is it somewhere on Jabberwock Island? Oh.
Ahem, ahem. Testing, testing. Mic check 1, 2. This is a test of the school broadcast system. Am I on? Can everyone hear me? Okay, well then. Welcome to Hope Speak Academy, you guys. At this point, I shall explain the graduation exam to you all. So please assemble at the gymnasium immediately.
A door? Huh, 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 huh. I just said huh, so I figured that counted. It's not Danganronpa 3. I'm gonna be playing it after I play this. It's Absolute Despair Girls. It is a spin-off of the Danganronpa series. It's not number 3, though. I will tell you that now. It is very different. I've played it before. It's totally different in gameplay-wise. It's not known as Danganronpa 3. It's just it's a spin-off. Still, as far as I've played, it's still a pretty good game. But, yeah, it's definitely not the same gameplay at all. So you'll get to see a bit of it if you stick around.
Did he say what I think he just said? Yes, he definitely said it. He said, "Welcome to Hope Speak Academy." But why would this place be Hope Speak Academy?
Hey, Brown.
And not just that. What is the exam?
Yeah, definitely. Don't think of it as 3, or else you're going to be like, what am I playing? I'm going to be playing the Japanese version, obviously, because the English version isn't out yet, but once that's out, I'll play that as well.
Isn't the killing over already?
This giraffe classroom looks familiar.
What is this? In a normal classroom, there'd be a window, but instead, there's this iron plate bolted here. And I tried knocking on it with my fist.
Who is it?
Looks like it's a pretty thick iron plate.
I did just start. What did you miss? Oh, you missed Chapter 0 with Komaeda and question mark, question mark, question mark. Komaeda was talking to someone aboard a ship. And, oh dear, I feel like the giraffe room. Yes. We found out I'm trying to do this without spoiling things, but we found out that Komaeda sewed Ultimate Despair's hand onto his hand. Yes, it's as creepy as it sounds. Yeah. There isn't an announced Danganronpa 3 yet, as far as I know, but hopefully they're working on it, because Absolute Despair Girls came out last year on my birthday, so that was September 25th, 2014. Yes, I remember the date, because it came out on my birthday, and I was like, oh my god, Danganronpa on my birthday! But, yeah, so it's been a year since it came out in Japan. Well, not a year yet, but you know what I mean. It's been a while since it came out in Japan. So hopefully they're working on a new one right now. But anyways. Yeah, I'm gonna see if... that scene is really long, so I don't want to... I'm gonna do something really quick, guys, okay? I want to show Remix, not the scene. I'm not going to go through the scene again because that boat noise was just... But I am going to quickly show him the picture, assuming that I've unlocked it. I mean, no, well, that was dumb of me. That's going to be an event. I have to show you this picture because there's no way. There's no way that it's not.
He cut off his own arm and transplanted a woman's arm?
What, my birthday? That's my second birthday. Okay, I think he stared into your soul long enough. I'm really unsettled now by that. Do I want to save? No, I don't need to save necessarily. I can always just buy it again. I think that wasn't Nagito. I think that was Hajime that said that. I think Johnny Young Bosch. Is this to keep us trapped? Sorry for that little cut in the story, but just really had to show you that picture because it's as disturbing as it sounds. This place, where iron plates are covering the windows inside the classrooms. Is it really Hope's Peak Academy? What else should I look at? Can I leave? Like, what? Can I leave? Yeah, let's leave. I don't really want to look at anything else. Oh! Even the hallway doesn't feel like a school at all. What a creepy place. At least, it doesn't look like a normal school at all. It's definitely a lie. There's no way this place is Hope's Peak Academy. Is this creepy place the Hope's Peak Academy that I've admired for so long? It's probably a building that Monokuma made to startle us, just like the funhouse. That's right, that's definitely it. Monokuma said to come to the gymnasium, right? Then I'll go, and I'll definitely clear things up. I just added words to that, but it's okay. This place looks familiar. Not like we've been here before. With some weird additions, though, as you can see. There's some really weird stuff going on here. Oh, okay. Whoa. This door's closed for once. It was never closed before. Everything's grayed out or blocked off. Except for the gym. Is this deja vu? I don't know.
The gymnasium is here, right?
Yeah, Hajime, how'd you know? Is it the sign that says gym above the door, maybe?
Alright, I'm going inside. Something might be waiting, but I'm not going to cower it away anymore. I can't read derp. And so I braced myself and cautiously opened the door.
It's funny, people think, like, Illuminati. I think of that Pokemon, like Zatu and stuff like that. Shows where my mind is. I'm like, hey, that reminds me of that one Pokemon. with the eyes, because only a few of them have eyes. Hey, musical! Oh, and I meant to write to you, too. Oh, I totally forgot. I was going to write to you on Tumblr in case you got it, but, Summary of what you missed. Somebody named question mark was on board a ship with Komaeda, and it was apparently before they got to the island. And we found out that Komaeda actually chopped off his hand and sewed on the hand of someone known as the Ultimate Despair, which you wouldn't know unless you played the first game, but so that's why I'm being very vague right now. But yeah, that's what happened. That's yeah. Yeah, Komaeda has a woman's hand. It was very creepy. I will show you the picture. I just showed it to Remix, but if you stick around, I will show it to you at a later time. And now remember the last chapter we left off, we went into those secret ruin things, and now we're in what is apparently what Monokuma is telling us Hope's Peak Academy. So we're going to see what happens from here on. I wasn't prepared for what was waiting for me on the other side of that door. It's a gym! Oh my god, run! It was a normal gymnasium. Run away!
Damn right.
Kuzuryu agrees with me. Thanks. Yo, Hajime.
Yo,
You heard that announcement and came here too? You guys did too, right?
what's going on?
Hey, what do you make of all this? Monokuma said this place was Hope's Peak Academy or something?
That cannot be possible!
Well,
You're right.
Yeah.
Any way you look at it, it's impossible.
Hello! How does it feel to return to long-awaited Hope's Peak Academy?
Right, you.
You! Hey, where are we? Where'd you lock us up this time?
What a shock! I just told you guys this is Hope's Peak Academy!
There's no way in hell that's true.
Oh, but it is! I mean, this is definitely Hope's Peak Academy. Well, what's left of it anyway.
What's left of it?
Didn't I tell you before? Unfortunately, Hope's Peak Academy fell to ruin.
You were serious about that? I don't believe it.
I really don't know how to do Mechamaru's voice. I mean Mini Maru's voice. But of course it fell to ruin. I mean, they were doing things that they deserve to be ruined for.
What do you mean?
I don't like that.
Anyway, I'm pretty disappointed. I went to all this trouble to bring you to Hope's Peak Academy, and you don't feel surprised or nostalgic.
Fine, fine.
Oh, well, it's not like I did this for you guys. Even if you don't feel nostalgic, I'm sure someone is feeling nostalgic right now.
Someone?
Don't fuck
Enough with
me.
this bullshit. Just spit it out already. Where'd you take us, you bastard?
Though I am not certain of my memories, I believe we entered the ancient ruin and...
In
It
other words,
means I made this Hope's Peak Academy between the door to the ruin and the inside of the ruin. What do you mean between?
What do you mean made?
what's
Oh my, are your minds getting the grumblies that only knowledge can satisfy? Good, very good. It's fine to hurry along to the graduation exam, but it's in my nature to provide a little entertainment.
Entertainment? You're planning to make us do something, aren't you?
No
It's nothing to be so
way.
cautious about. It's not like you'll be making life exchanges or anything like that. It's just a simple graduation exam.
Then what is the graduation exam?
Hey,
Well, as the headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know? On one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally going to graduate.
are
But
you
on the
sure
other
about
hand,
this?
I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world.
So,
That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is like before you make a decision. Whether you want to leave Jabberwock Island or stay here.
Huh? We're obviously gonna get out. There's no way we'd stay here. This is annoying. Just hurry up and let us choose. Let us choose right now.
no,
You can't do that. The main cast hasn't arrived yet. Main cast?
Hey,
Meaning you guys are just extras until the guest of honor arrives. So enough complaining already. Hurry up and start researching the outside world.
What do you mean?
I have dispersed all the teaching materials you need for your research throughout Hope's Peak Academy. Oh, this is gonna be really, really reading heavy, so I apologize, but at least I'm reading it for you, so you don't have to. Well, I don't think this needs to be said, but... Hey, Skyline. All this information is accurate and contains no lies whatsoever. Otherwise, the main cast is gonna hate me. So please rest assured and strive to do your best during your field trip.
And as usual, after leaving us with his cryptic words, Monokuma disappeared. Even if the setting had changed, even if the killing was finished, he was still the same as usual.
What is going on? Outside world? Main cast? Somehow, I have a bad feeling about this.
Hey!
Well, like, he kept insisting that this place is Hope's Peak Academy. But that's impossible, right?
What are you saying?
How'd we make it back to Hope's Peak Academy from a tropical island in the first place? It's impossible.
It cannot
There is
be.
no place for Hope's Peak Academy to exist on Jabberwock Island.
I said I wanted to go back, but I don't want to go back to a creepy place like this. What does this mean? So many things I don't understand have happened on the island. This building is really Hope's Peak Academy? Hope's Peak. This is Hope's Peak Academy I've been admiring for so long. Sorry, is the Hope's Peak Academy. Yep, I'm just not reading properly. What in the world is going on? Damn it, why is this happening? Why? Aw. I was finally able to attend Hope's Peak Academy. I finally thought I'd become confident in myself. Even so, I... wanted to become Hope? If that's what you're thinking, just stop it. Listen carefully. The only humans worthy of becoming Hope possess amazing talents and a strong will. And the moment you're born into this world, you either have that or you don't. It has nothing to do with effort. You must be chosen by Hope to become Hope. That's why it's not even worth admiring. Or were you so blinded by your admiration for Hope's Peak Academy that you couldn't even see it? You're just some nobody from the reserve course who never had a talent to begin with. A nobody who forgot he was a nobody. That's all. If I really am a nobody, then you should have just left me alone. Why? Why do I have to go through something like this?
Hajime? Did something happen?
Huh?
Hey,
Now's not the
bastard.
time to zone out. Sorry, it's nothing. I don't really get it, but is that all?
I'm gonna do
As long as I don't beat the crap out of Monokuma, nothing's gonna be solved. Is that what it means?
Hey,
Just what the heck is Monokuma anyway? He's not part of the Future Foundation, right?
If you say that, then what is the Future Foundation?
Even though Chiaki and Monomi are gone, our situation hasn't changed one bit, which means the Future Foundation wasn't our enemy. That's the only thing I can think of.
you serious?
So they're not World Ender? Then we really were tricked by Monokuma?
However,
The Future Foundation is responsible for trapping us on this island, right? Regarding that matter, I believe Monomi never once denied that.
damn it.
Even if they're our allies, they might not just be allies. Maybe Monokuma's telling us to investigate that information on our own. Chiaki said she could not betray the Future Foundation. But if she were still alive, she definitely would have helped us. No, even her just being with us would have been a big help.
Oh, I'm getting emotional.
So what should we do?
Damn it.
Well, that's obvious. If we're gonna get out of here safely, we have to do that graduation exam, right?
Hi, Neil.
So annoying.
Graduation exam, huh? I'm not really good at taking exams. Well, I guess it's better than people dying.
Jeez.
Monokuma said something about a field trip, right? Is he telling us to investigate like we have been?
All right.
I'm gonna do it!
Prepare yourself!
Dance like a dam! Instant balls!
Like,
Yeah, we might be able to learn about something. About Hope's Peak Academy. About ourselves. I don't care if we don't know anymore. If we can just go back to our normal lives, I'm fine. Hey, we can go home when this is over, right? We can finally get off this damn island, right? If that's the case, let's all leave this island alive by all means.
Of course.
Hell yes!
Thanks, Sonia. He's right. Now's not the time to bemoan how unlucky I am. where this place really is, what's happened to Hope's Peak Academy. None of that matters. What's important is, I need to leave this island with the others. We sacrificed so many lives in order to survive just so we could do that. There's no way we can stop now.
Yes, Leon! I'm like, somebody must know what I'm talking about.
But Monokuma should already know that that's what we're thinking. So why did he say that? We have to decide on our own whether or not we want to leave Jabberwock Island. He should already know that we'd never choose to stay on this island.
Hey, hey!
So what are we gonna do? Can we start already? But what are we even looking for? Do we just have to investigate this weird-ass building?
Even so.
I don't think we'll find the answers to all our questions inside this damn building. Well, I'll just go on ahead for now. I just read that totally terribly.
I didn't want to yell, though. I'm sorry. Sorry, that was so terrible in delivery.
Hey, you're going already?
Jeez.
What is that idiot thinking, running ahead without being cautious?
Man.
She obviously isn't thinking about anything.
However,
It'll be fine. There will no longer be any situations where we must exchange each other's lives. So we should do our best as well. Like they say, it is not scary if everyone stops at a green light.
If we stopped at the green light, we'd never reach our goal.
Jeez.
Akane already took off on her own. It might be faster if we split up and look around, too. Like Sonia said, if there's no more killing, we don't have to worry about anyone betraying us anymore. Then let's get this over with and go home.
Later.
I'll go on ahead. I'll see you guys later. With those brief words, Fuyuhiko left the gymnasium.
excuse me.
I shall do my best to obtain a wonderful clue that will be useful to everyone. Now then, please excuse me.
Sonia took a deep bow, then left the gymnasium.
Oh my.
Miss Sonia?
Miss Sonia!
Please don't leave me! I'll be in danger if I'm left alone! Kazuichi chased after Sonia, who had just departed and left the gymnasium. I should hurry and start too. Just a bit more. Just a bit more and it's going to end. I can escape this nightmare and return to my usual peaceful everyday life. The only thing we can do is to advance. Advance towards that hope. I'm great hope reading. Even though I don't understand, and that a lot of horrifying things keep happening. For the sake of everyone who could have made it this far, I'm definitely going to go home.
That's an interesting question. It's actually very difficult. I see a little bit of both. I think it depends on, from artwork that I've seen, it depends on artist interpretation. Oh, I can't see the color. Oh, I just had to do that and upset myself. Honestly, I honestly see it as a mix of both. I try to see different, one color or the other, but it's tough. It's tough.
Huh? That's weird. This is the hallway I walked through to get to the gymnasium, but it's clearly different. Is this Monokuma's doing too? Is he trying to confuse us again? I don't know how he's doing it, but he keeps doing it over and over again. He's so persistent. But I'm not gonna fall for his trap. There's no way this will make me back down.
This hallway, there's a strange feeling to it, no? As if an invisible wall has been erected to limit our movement.
I am concerned.
The sample paint. Yeah, I've seen, you know what, honestly, like I said, it differs on the artist. I've seen some artists do it completely pink. I've seen some do it closer to whatever you want to call the actual color. It's a trick on my eyes, for sure. Is it just me?
Okay. This is open. That's not open. Let's go in the dojo first. I love how all of us read that as Ash at least once. Is this a dojo?
Yeah, sorry I couldn't be more help, Austin.
It's full of strange things that make me think there's no way we're inside a school. Perhaps it's a mistake to expect the inside of this building to make sense. What is this? Huh? What is this?
That's what I just said.
Is this a manga? The title is Manga for Morons, A History of Hope's Peak Academy by Monokuma. Why is a manga with such a suspicious-looking title laying out in the open like this?
Let's start with history first, class! Reading manga is the third best way to learn about history.
Then what's the first, you ask?
How am I today? I am doing okay. Oh, it's okay, Kay. People call me Nana, people call me Chiaki, people call me Chi. I always said, a nickname, you can call me either or a nickname variation of either. So Nana works too. I'm excited to be finishing up Danganronpa 2 finally, because I feel bad for keeping you guys waiting for a month. Hopefully all's well with you too.
That depends on the person!
Okay, thanks. Maybe video games would be my first. Yeah, the best way for me to learn history would probably be through video games. And then second would probably be manga.
So just as I thought, Monokuma made this. That totally explains how suspicious it looks. I really want to just ignore it, but there's no way I can do that. Fine, I'll look at it. I'll look at anything that might be a clue to getting out of here, no matter what it is. I picked up the manga off the floor and started flipping through the pages.
Excuse me, sorry.
It's an introduction to Hope's Peak Academy's history, as narrated by the cutesy character on the cover. The story begins with an introduction to Hope's Peak Academy.
Should I read it in a cutesy anime girl voice? Hope's Peak Academy is a government-funded school of privilege where only the most talented high school students can hope to attend. Built to raise hope in the nation's future, many of its alumni are key leaders of various industries. New students are chosen through a scouting process, but the ones who scout them are Hope's Peak Academy's teachers, who serve as both educators and researchers of talent. Hope's Peak Academy isn't just a school for talent, it's also a school for researching talent as well. However, for the past few years, Hope's Peak Academy has been suffering from a decline in funding. If this persists, the Academy believes they will not be able to make progress with their research of talent. So they decided to implement a new system. The Reserve Department. Unlike the main department who scouts for students, the Reserve Department utilizes a general entrance exam. Oh, hey, Liza. Normal faculty was hired and placed in charge of looking after the Reserve Department. The expenses and exam fees for the Reserve Department are quite high compared to most high schools. Nevertheless, Hope's Peak Academy received an endless stream of applicants. Hope's Peak Academy was now available to talentless commoners, people who only cared about the brand. With this, Hope's Peak Academy managed to amass sizable funds and began further research of talent. To create Hope's Peak Academy's earnest wish, a true genius who would become mankind's hope. I think I need to drink water and not Dr. Pepper because I can't pronounce words right now. But just when they thought everything was going well, an unprecedented incident occurred. The incident that triggered the tragedy. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That's right, it was the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Hope's Peak Academy was crippled by this incident and was forced to shut down without accomplishing anything. The end.
Huh? The ending was so sudden, like a manga that's suddenly cancelled in the middle of its run. Plus, these phrases mentioned at the end of this manga. The tragedy and the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. These names are so melodramatic. There's no way these incidents really happened, right? This manga only mentions the names, so I don't really know the details, but no, it'd just be a waste of time to wonder about things that don't make sense. More importantly, I learned something because of this manga.
Oh, welcome back, Musical.
The Reserve Department. That department was only built to collect money. I was one of those Reserve Corps students, right?
But hold on.
That's weird.
Oh, you're here again.
The thing that's weird is you, of course.
Huh?
Hey,
Why did you forget that you were part of the Reserve Department? Oh no, like I'm definitely enjoying my drink. It's just not helping me. Not helping me being able to pronounce words and speak proper English. You know what I'm trying to say, though? I'm trying to pronounce S's and stuff sometimes, and it's just not coming out. The Future Foundation only took away your school life memories, right? But you should have known even before you entered that you had no talent, right? So, I think it's weird that you actually forgot something like that, too. What do you mean? Nailed it! Sorry. Had to belch. Didn't want to belch on my...
What do you want me to say?
Based on my assumption, the Future Foundation must have wanted to hide the fact that you were one of those reserve course students. Or you willingly sealed those memories yourself. I am also the ultimate derp student, yes. Very true. Huh? You wanted to be confident in yourself, so you wanted to forget everything that embarrassed you. You know, when humans experience trauma, sometimes they erase their memory of what happened. Hinate latte. It happens pretty often. Not that I know anything about that, though.
Are you saying it's my fault I forgot? That's not it.
When things get inconvenient, you always get angry and try to brush it off. Well, that's expected of a reserve course student. Ouch.
You asshole! Damn it, what the heck?
He's super mad now. Let's leave. That place is really pretty, though. I really like the dojo. Okay. Oh, soda.
This hallway, it's kinda creepy. I can't go to places that I should be able to go to. It's like some rule is being enforced for no reason. It's like there's an invisible wall or something.
Wait a second. This classroom wasn't open before, right? Latte, latte.
Ah, it's the zebra room. A violin. Why does it say a violin? This is another manga. It's laying on top of the desk. This one is Manga for Morons, The Tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy, huh? Wasn't the Tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy mentioned in that other manga, too? It's why Hope's Peak Academy went bankrupt, and it was the trigger for the biggest, most tragic, most awful event in human history. If I read this manga, will I be able to learn a little more about that incident? Oh, I took the manga from the desk and started flipping through the pages. I don't know what kind of voice I'm going to read here, to see what I could learn about the event known as the Tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. The story made heavy use of outdated stylized drawings depicting characters solving mysteries. What's written here is, as the name suggests, the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy occurred at Hope's Peak Academy. The key player in that event was a student named Izuru Kamakura. Izuru was a genius known as a symbol of hope. Hope's Peak Academy used all their resources to develop him. Supposedly, Izuru was a genius among geniuses and possessed various talents. Wielding superior talent for the hope of mankind, the Academy referred to Izuru as the ultimate hope. To protect such rare talent, that Academy completely concealed all evidence of Izuru's origins and identity. Because of that, most of the students at the Academy were completely unaware of Izuru's existence. But Izuru, who was known as the symbol of hope, was responsible for a horrible accident. 13 students of Hope's Peak Academy's student council, among the Academy's best and brightest. Aside from my wonky voice acting, I don't mean to make you laugh. Do actually try to listen to what they're saying, because it's very important. We're brutally murdered by Izuru. So that's 13 students on the student council, I think they said. However, the incident did not end there. The Academy tried to protect Izuru's superior talent and concealed the incident as though it never happened. However, a certain student began working in secret to use that incident to their advantage. That student uncovered what the Academy did, and by making that knowledge public, it stoked the fires of Reserve Corps students who had long been dissatisfied with how they'd been treated. And the uprising began. And that heralded Hope's Peak Academy's destruction. This is the entirety of the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Entire words. Eventually that incident would lead to that horrifying, devastating incident. The incident that would be known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
If you mean actual headset, like when I'm actually gaming, I don't have one. If you mean now, the one that I'm talking into, it's a Logitech. It's like a $60 or $70 Logitech headset. But I'm so cliche detective though. So much meowing.
Never! Meow! Meow, meow. You are the cat's meow.
But I actually, surprisingly, haven't gotten myself an actual gaming headset thing, like, to use on my PS4 and stuff. I haven't gotten one yet. Those are also really expensive, aren't they?
Works cited, Danganronpa 0, which is a novel in the series, by the way, if you didn't know, you fans out there. I guess I can stop using this voice now. With a heavy sigh, I closed the manga. Am I supposed to believe this? There's no way 13 people were killed at Hope's Peak Academy.
What irony! For a genius known as the ultimate hope to cause such a gruesome incident. Get a cat ear one. Ooh, like those popular headphones going around? I do want one of those. They're really cute.
I almost went, a talent like that is too regal for society.
A talent like that is too regal for society. It's like trying to buy juice with a bar of gold. You should be lucky that you're incompetent.
Damn it, he always has to lead up to something offensive. He seriously pisses me off. But ultimate hope. Nagito mentioned that before too, but it looks like it means something completely different here. What Nagito said was the true meaning of hope. But for Izuru, hope simply means talent. More importantly, a genius who possesses various talents. I wish they'd given me one of those talents so I didn't have to be in the reserve department.
Aww.
That's right, the reserve department. Here it said that a violin. Here it said that the Reserve Corps students in the reserve department began uprising. Then what about me? Was I a participant too? No, that's not possible. There's no way. I have no reason to do something like that.
Aw. Thanks, Neo. All the mistakes, right? You can just face palm all day.
Anyway, I've learned about the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy, but the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is a far worse incident, right? What kind of incident was it? And who's this other student that isn't Izuru? A certain student who secretly used the incident to their advantage. Who is that? This incident's really messed up, but all it's doing is raising more questions. The mysteries just keep piling up.
Do they? A violin. I missed you face palming at my derps. I just missed all you guys. All of you. I said this even though I streamed like a couple days ago, but still. Whoa. Whoa. Raw. Let's go in the raw room.
Uh-oh. What the hell is with this room? It's freaking cold in here! It's like I'm in a freezer or something. If I just stand still, I might end up freezing to death. I should hurry up and investigate so I can get out of here already. Well, you know. Oh, what is this? Oh no, what kind of voice is that? There's another manga just laying around here. This time the title is Manga for Morons, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history?
Oh, did you? I know I didn't get to do the videos until a day after. Glad you got to catch up.
I knew it. The next one would obviously be about this incident. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, huh? Just what was that incident really all about? It might turn out to be something lame. I flipped through the pages of the manga and hoped that I was right.
What kind of... Ugh! What kind of voice is... If I could scream the entire thing, I would, but... I can't scream the entire thing. Can you imagine? Ah!
A story about creepily drawn characters who get involved in such horrifying incidents. An incident known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
A demon lord? What do those even sound like?
Is this drawn so grotesquely because the incident itself is that grotesque? Anyway, the beginning of this creepy manga starts with this sentence.
Like, how would you... What is a demon lord sound?
The tragedy of homesick. That's gonna wreck my voice.
I just recovered from bronchitis. I don't want to kill my voice. The tragedy of Hope Speak Academy was simply the trigger. She's not singing. This is too weird. How do I voice this? I'm just gonna end up reading it as Hajime if I can. Do it in Mikan's voice. Oh, it's been so long. I'm sorry. What does Mikan sound like again? It's kind of difficult to go that high now, but I'm still recovering. Oh God. Please remember too that my voice isn't still 100%, so I probably can't read it as well as I did before I got sick, but let me see. Hold on. Bronchus sounds like a Pokemon character. Either a Pokemon or like a gym leader or something. Trainer versus... Well, not trainer. You know, whatever your trainer's name is versus Bronchus. Bronchus has all... Bronchus has all horse Pokemon. I don't think I can do it. This sounds so weird. It's totally not the voice that I did. It's kind of, but it's like I can't do it anymore. No. Because I know, in order to get into the voice, I always used to say, I'm sorry. At first, the uprising by the Reserve Corps students that triggered the Academy, the tragedy. Oh, I can't read, I'm so sorry. Of Hope Speak Academy was initially hoped to be resolved quickly, but oh God, I can hear it. I can hear it affecting my voice. Was initially hoped to be resolved quickly, but the situation continued to escalate to dangerous extremes. I'm sorry for randomly switching to Sonia. It felt right. At the time, because it's kind of hurting my voice. I don't know what to... The movement started spreading all over the internet and fostered a thriving online community. The community was not limited to students. Does the community need shots? Because, I really like shots. I'm sorry. And people of various races and nations began joining in.
and eroding the real world. You know, eroding doesn't sound like something you want to happen to you. So, there could be shots for that. When the movement started, it was indistinguishable from any other demonstration inspired by social unrest. But as it spread across the world, certain abnormalities soon came to light. By then it was too late. The ends and the means had vanished, and wanton destruction became their only goal. The strong butchered the weak. The weak killed the weakest among them. Hold on. Still, I keep losing the voice, I'm sorry. And soon the weak formed factions to... I almost said fractions! I'm sorry! To brutally murder the strong. As the violence and death continued to spread, the shock of their actions began to disappear. As if the era was regressing to more uncivilized times, when senseless deaths were the norm. The media was oversaturated with deaths to the point where people would watch them I'm sorry. While enjoying a meal. By the time the world realized what it had become, it was too late to stop what had happened. A feeling of immense despair began spreading and eventually engulfed the world. Acts of terrorism and coups d'etats began occurring around the world. A war waged in the name of despair. A war fought not for principles, religion, or personal gain. Just war. Pure war. And because of that, there was no way to resolve it. How could a movement started by high school students progress to such a hopeless scenario? The only explanation is the existence of a certain organization devoted to a certain student who influenced Hope Speak Academy. A group called Ultimate Despair. Instead of using Hope Speak Academy's talents for the sake of mankind's hope, they used them for the sake of mankind's despair. Oh my god, this is really long and I'm getting really tired. Key members of society use their influence to brainwash the masses in order to spread despair. Tech-savvy computer programmers wrote software to spread despair. The powerful and influential created new values and morals to spread despair. And with this, they created the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. As long as ultimate despair exists, the despair engulfing the world will never end. The tragedy will never end.
Oh, finally it's over! Woo! Oh, I can see kind of why you guys chose Mikan for that. I'm sorry I lost it a little bit. Like I said, my voice is still kind of not back to normal, but I tried. She does kind of look like Mikan in a really weird way, doesn't she? Hello, by the way, I am back. And hello to Jonah, and hello to everyone else out there. Sorry, if I ever pause, I just need a burp or something. My heart was racing in my chest, but my body felt ice cold. I tried. I even added in little creepy Mikan giggles for fun. It was fun.
And it wasn't because I was freezing in this room. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. This is definitely all made up.
Aw, thank you. I know it probably, I mean, from the sound of what I was hearing, it didn't sound like how I used to do Mikan's voice. But I'm still, I'm still trying anyway. Aw, thank you. 80 mono coins, woo!
I mean, if this is really true, then what's happening in the outside world? My family, my friends, the convenience store I frequent, the nearby bookstore, my favorite restaurant? What's happened to them?
No. Hey, are you seriously yelling at a manga? How crazy are you?
Who would enjoy reading something like this?
Oh my, you don't like manga? A high school student who doesn't like manga is like an office lady who doesn't like to eat candy.
Enough! What is this messed up manga?
I thought you'd obviously know about such a horrible event at this... destroyed the world, but for you to not remember that, such despair. Thanks, guys. I feel better about it.